everyone. So we're in an Australian bookstore. This is Dimmick's. It's pretty much the only remaining big chain store book place that we have, I think, left. Is it, Beck? The only one we have left, yes. Everything else is closed. And we're in the classic section, looking at all the cool books. Like, I've seen this one, quite a few people have been getting the Alice one. I think it's only just really been released here now. And, yeah, lots and lots of classics. There's some over there too. They're all the cheaper varieties to get, which is always good. I own an awful lot of these. Vintage and the Penguin classics, and the Wordsworth ones as well, if you don't want a really fancy cover or anything. That's a nice Christmas Carol cover. I like that. Actually, let's find Phantom for funsies, because I want to see what Phantom's cover is these days. What is it? Leroux, isn't it?
Yep.
Is it alphabetical?
It could be over there, perhaps.
Oh my god, this goes on forever. Miller.
Oh, there it is. I see it.
Oh, different. Very different.
That's the new translation. Apparently it's the best one so far.
Cool.
I haven't read it yet though.
Nice. I like that.
How much is it?
I would not pay that much though. Now you're getting introduced to the prices of books in Australia.
And that's cheap.
Yeah, we're going to show you. We'll go to the YA section soon. Does it have a new introduction? No.
I don't know.
No.
They're supposed to be releasing sorry, boring facts.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be releasing an annotated version, but I don't think it's being done yet.
I would so get me an annotated version, and other Phantom fans, you know I would. And I'm sure you would too.
Definitely.
Well, oh my god, look at the look how many bloody classics there are. What I love is like when chain store places give you about at least 4 different options for the same book, and if you have any common sense, you know you're going to go for the cheapest one. So I love when they put them all together and they're like, here, there's 5 different options for you of the same title.
Unless you're me and you judge a book by its cover.
Oh, I like to get the pretty covers, but because I'm so poor, I usually just go for the cheapest one. But I've never seen this many. Hey, look! I Capture the Castle is considered a classic. Isn't that nice? That's a nice cover. If anyone has not read this or seen the movie, I advise you to read and watch. So definitely do that. Very good book and very good movie. Okay, well, we'll come back at ya. And this was the classic section of Dimmick's bookstore. Okay, everyone, we are now in the YA section, and I'm going to try and show some. Hey! Look what we have here that is sadly not yet in your stores, and I'm so sorry, but Night Creatures, and I'm really hoping that they get their act together and start giving them an international release, but they are here, so I'm really happy to see them. $18.95, that's cheap. Ooh.
Focus! It's not working.
That's okay. But yeah, $18.95, and you could get it for much more, I think. So, but hey, they're here, they're sitting here on a shelf together, so that's nice. And someone must have taken a copy, so that's good news. This is on sale apparently, and it's $17.95. It was $24.95. This is a paperback, mind you.
They're all paperback.
Yeah,
we don't sell hardcovers.
We don't do hardcovers. We just rock it paperback style. But I'm trying to see if there's an example of something that's ridiculously expensive. What's this? This is new. Oh no, that's $16.99. See, you trick yourself into thinking, like, we see that, and we're like, oh, that's not too bad. Gosh. So, yeah, I'll get back to you in a moment. I'm going to look around and see if The Fault in Our Stars is here. I don't think it will be. But I'll have a look anyway. We'll see what we can find, and I'll get back to you. We're still in the young adult section, and we're finding some prices that are pretty insane. Like, if we go over here, here's Beauty Queens by Liver Bray, and it's $23. And Going Bovine, a smaller text next to it, is $25 essentially, which is just ridiculous. Meanwhile, who else hates these covers for the Gemma Doyle trilogy? They're absolutely awful. They're so foul. And I'm trying to find a book that I purchased in America so I can compare the prices. There's Across the Universe over there. And Inside Out, Burn Bright is over there. Down the aisle, down the aisle. I'll keep scanning until I find something that I can recall purchasing. Meanwhile, these are pretty covers. Very pretty covers. But as we all know, you should not be deceived by good-looking covers, because that can lead you astray. There's Burn Bright and Angel Arias. Okay, I'm really having a hard time finding something I got while I was overseas. I'll come back to you. Okay, so we just found The Fault in Our Stars, and it is $20 essentially, but it's not signed. How rare is that, y'all? There's no signature. There's not a Hanklerfish, there's not a Yeti, there's not a Jay Green, nothing in there. There you go. So that's a rare spotting of an unsigned editions of The Fault in Our Stars, because Australia's just not cool enough, I guess, to get them. I kind of assumed we wouldn't, but it's nice that it's here, because I hadn't spotted it till now, so there you go. Okay, so Beck just spotted this book and had a giggle, because she's like, is that 50 cent? No, it wouldn't be 50 cent. It is 50 cent. He wrote a book. Yep, he certainly did. It's inspired by his own adolescence, and it's a hard-hitting and inspirational story of the redemption of a bully. Well, that's nice. I'm glad he wrote that. And it's called Playground, so maybe it's about schoolyard bullying or something. So, yeah, can't fault him for that. Good on ya. We're in the kids section now. Oh, well, children's section. I'm looking at covers that I don't think really make sense. Like, I don't quite know why Frankenstein's monster's wearing a suit. But anywho. Also, I really don't like this Anne of Avonlea cover, because they really look creepy. I don't think that works at all. Oh my gosh! Does no one think that looks like like a children's afternoon cartoon? That just looks ridiculous. Like, it's reminding me, actually, like, here you see her, here. Awful cover again. And it's reminding me of this. And that's meant to be Pippi Longstocking. So I'm thinking that they just got the same artist and commissioned them. And you should not confuse Pippi Longstocking with Anne. I love both characters, but don't confuse them. So apparently Romeo and Juliet is now High School Musical. This is its cover. And you can get other ones with similar covers, other classics. Oh dearie, dearie me. So we're still in the kids book section, looking at lots of classics and all their illustrations, and there's some really beautiful editions here. Like, these are very nice, Alice in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass. Don't think they're Lewis Carroll's. No, they're not. Not his pictures, but still pretty cool. But I thought I'd show... Where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. Just for Lara, because I know you love gnomes. So I found this gnome book. I'm pretty sure it's not the one that you've got. So, nice illustrations there. Maybe it is the one you've got. No, I don't think it is it? Anywho, I thought you'd enjoy seeing that. And that's where the gnomes are. On a map of Europe. Isn't that cute? Oh, he's pointing to where he lives. Oh, isn't that cute? There's a heap of illustrations. That's pretty cool. Legends of gnomes. So you can correct me if I'm wrong, and this may well be the book you already have, but I just thought I'd show you, because I think it's pretty groovy. Yeah, and actually, the introduction's by Brian Fraud, who, to my knowledge, did the design for the movie Labyrinth. I think he worked for the Jim Henson Company for a while, so that's pretty cool. And there's all the Anne of Green Gables books. These are the editions I've got at home. So they're the ones I'm used to. And up here there's a heap of Peter Pan. Wide variety of Peter Pan stuff. All the same story, but lots of different versions. I think this one's really pretty. That's a pretty cover. That's very nice. Ooh, that one's nice too. So yeah, just looking, there's Wizard of Oz. Here's Little Women. Going figure skating. And these are some Australian classics. This is Adventures of Snugglepot and Cuddlepie. They're two little fairy creatures, and they live in bush, in the trees, in the nuts and stuff. So that's like a very famous
children's book, and Blinky Bill, also very, very famous. I've got a very similar edition to this at home, actually. Yeah, so there's some. Oh, and The Magic Pudding. That's also a famous Australian kids book. Yeah.